I'd like to make this as succinct, if I'm using that word in the right way, as possible, to the point, I guess. Um, I call this conserving the 1/3 roots of each cubic octrant. And this is an addition cube simply because they're easier to work with. Multiplications, just explode, exponentially. Sorry, with the things they produce. But addition cubes are a whole lot easier to work with. This is only showing one spatial diagonal. There's actually five cubic octrants, main cubic octrants to each spatial diagonal going across. But one is redundant, the one down here, this one spatial diagonal, because that's the one up here. These spatial diagonals, not spatial diagonals, cubic octrants of the spatial diagonal. This is one of four spatial diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Four spatial diagonals going through the cube. I discovered last night at a friend's house that when you put these numbers across from each other, they conserve the cubic root of that number. For the outer ghost number is 63. These are conserved. 17 and 4 is 21. 10 and 11 is 21. 14 and 7 is 21. Same thing with this cubic octrant. I'm sure there's already a name for this. It sounds better, but I call them cubic octrants. And this cubic octrant is 21. So 21 is conserved. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 5 is 7. And those three is 21. The central ghost number. This is the thing that I'm particularly interested in. The central ghost number. It's just something about it. It's an inner space or something. I don't know. But it has a different cubic form, or a diamond form, I guess. And that can be found in my stripped down versions of, I should have drew that on here. That might be something to explore. But on this one, I don't change a thing. I keep them the way they are. Primary numbers is what I call them. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 and 6 is 10. And 5 and 2 is 7. I don't change this because I think it doesn't need to be changed. It shouldn't be changed. But if you were to connect them, they're just right across from each other on these sides. But on this one, it's going top to bottom. Now, this is just one type of magic ghost number cube because the primary numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It follows a certain path, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They can go either different way. I haven't explored any of that yet. But and this only holds up for these type of sequential following a direct path to each other rune type pattern, I call them. But it may not hold up on any other type of form, but for these it does, and I'm pretty sure it will hold up on other type of forms. And 42, I need to get to 42. It's 14, 14, 14 is 42. The 11 and 3 going across, 5 going, and 9 going across, and 6 and 8 going top to bottom. And that's in these cubic octrants. 7, hold on, 7 and 14. No, right here, 42, I'm sorry. 5 and 9, 3, and 11, and I can't see that too well. I just said it. 6 and 8, be 6 right here and 8 down here, 8 somewhere down here, and that going across is a conserved 1/3 of the of the value, this inner layer ghost number. Purple, I made them all red because they produce their own central ghost numbers. It's like miniature parts of this whole cube is produced in these cubic octrants, and each of these types of secondary and primary and secondary inner and outer ghost numbers become all primary numbers again. That's the reason I colored them blue, even though they're different colors, orange and purple and all that stuff. I color them blue because they make up a new primary ghost number, and that produces primary groups of primary ghost numbers. And for this is the central ghost number 63.